Battle rap ranking, man. Battle rap ranking was going on. So we got Nitty versus TTOP. Smack app. URL app. Smack app. We got my boy Two Eyes in the building. We got Mel Love. We got GO. We got Effects. What's going on, Mel Love? What's going on, Two Eyes? How y'all feeling?
What's going on with you, G? Chilling. Another dope battle. So, little brother, battle rap is life.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Mel Love, you there, homie?
Yes, sir. I hear you loud and clear.
Alright. Effect, I see you down there, man. What's going on? You feeling alright? Dope battle, man. From Nitty and T-Top. How we gonna break this down? Overall, man. You know how we do. Give me an overall feel before we go down and break this thing down. What you feel about the battle? We're gonna start with you on Two Eyes, and we go to you, Mel Love, and y'all know, just chime in like y'all do. Talk to me.
Overall feeling about the battle. The first time I seen the battle, I kind of like thought it was like a clear win. But then again, once I listened to it again, this time, it's kind of more of a debatable battle, I believe. But it definitely was a nice battle.
Right. Mel Love.
Good battle. Started off real good. First watch, the first round seemed a little better from both. Second watch, not so much. Like Two Eyes said, it's a nice debatable battle. But the ending was crazy, so we gonna talk about that.
Gio, what you think about the overall feel of the battle, man?
Well, overall, I'm a big Nitty fan, so I was just like, from the gate, I was expecting like some crazy punches. You know what I mean? I know T-Top can keep up with the best of them. So I thought it was just gonna be straight up like bars, punches, lyrics, all this kind of craziness. It was a little under expectations. You know what I mean? That's a loophole. Battle rappers are coming up doing their thing, but yeah, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more, but respecting them still. It was alright.
Alright, so you kind of expected a little bit more out of Nitty. So who y'all have? Did everybody have Nitty winning this battle at the beginning? Like on predictions. Do y'all remember?
Yeah, first watch. Yeah, I had Ron winning the first and second. I had him winning on the first watch, and on my prediction, I thought he was gonna actually win up by the edge.
Okay. How about you, Mel? How did you have it before the battle? And
I predicted T-Top to win the battle.
Okay.
Because I know he could take the mangoes. Like, to me, he's the better all around battling, not rapper, battling.
Right.
First watch, I was leaning towards T-Top. We just heard it now. Like, you can't take away from bars. Like, at the end of the day, that's what we judging a battle on, right? So I'm with Two Eyes. I gave it to Nitty first and second. But man, that close out is y'all can debate the first two though, cause T-Top is
right.
He's a master.
Right.
He's definitely a master, man. But yeah, I think I don't know. I'll give it one more. I usually don't do this. I'll give it one more watch.
Oh, you gonna give it one more? One more? Hey, what about let me ask y'all this. What about the clearest round? What would you say the clearest round is? The second for Rum or the third?
Hands down.
So
third hands down. Like, can't nobody take that. Like, T-Top took that hands down.
Okay. Because Rum Nitty, because on scores, Rum Nitty got the second round pretty clear too. It was pretty clear. It's like the second round from Rum Nitty, y'all scored that pretty high. Classic round from Rum Nitty second. Classic round from T-Top's third. So the spread is around the same, but it might be edging to T-Top. But just listening to it, you said just the third round is just a lot more clearer. What you think, Two Eyes?
For me, actually, for me, I agree with the kind of the consensus on that second round. Rum Nitty, I believe, definitely took the second round clear. And in the third round, I believe T-Top, the angle was like genius, and I think he took that one clear. When it comes down to that first round, it's all about, I think, preference. Rum Nitty definitely had the bars. I can't, and I don't think no one can deny him with the bars. But when it came to Top, first round, Top was just flowing, and he just had seemed like he just had a little bit more extra in the first round.
Right, like did he spit longer?
So that's on this watch, I kind of edged T-Top just a little bit, because it seemed like he just brought a little bit more on that first round out the gate to me.
That's a fact. That's how I felt too, man. It was a little funny because it's like Rum Nitty, first of all, two of his bars, I think, was it two of them? One of his bars went over my head. I think he had to explain. I asked y'all to explain one of his bars for me. I believe it kind of went over my head a little bit, so it kind of got a little off to me, and I had to start back. You know what I'm saying? Listening to his bars, but he definitely had the bars. Like the speaks volumes joint was crazy. It was definitely crazy. The Paul Bearer line was crazy. But the thing about T-Top, he had bars too. Like the Russian door, it's like he was punching at a lot faster rate than Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? His bars weren't as heavy, but Rum Nitty is setting his punch up, then throwing a haymaker. Setting the punch up, throw a haymaker. And T-Top just punching. But he had a lot of little punches in there, and he was doing little schemes in there. But his rounds seem a little bit more consistent because I could just flow with him a little bit better when it comes to that. And like you said, I agree with you too, Oz. You said it's kind of like a preference type of battle. So I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying when it comes to that first round. But he was definitely dope in that first round too. T-Top, very debatable round. What you think about that first round, Mel Love?
Was that what I thought about the first?
Yeah, that first round.
See, it's like Tua. I think Tua said he had Nitty first watch, and then now he edged Top on the first, right? That's how you had it, Tua.
Yeah. Y'all, to my prediction and everything, I was going with Rum Nitty. Cause I just felt that he was gonna be kind of stronger with the bars and things of that nature. And then when like I said, when I watched it this time and like really watched and listened, Rum Nitty definitely had some haymakers, you know what I mean, in that first round, and I definitely appreciate that. My thing with T-Top, it was just, for me, he just seemed like it was just a little bit more. I don't know if it was just his flow was just a little bit more better, or his delivery of his stuff. It was just something a little bit more to where I just edged him that first round.
It felt way clean and through all the way throughout, right?
Yeah, as far as his first round. So that's why I kind of edged the first to T-Top. But I say it's definitely a debatable and a preference, though. Definitely, I believe.
And Gio, how you feel about my fault right
No.
now?
I
wanted to throw a little angle at y'all.
Go.
Gio, how you viewed that first?
Yo, it's crazy because I gave T-Top an 8. I gave Nitty 8.2, but I only gave him 0.2 more because I was like, yo, yeah, I mean, a little bit biased when it comes to Nitty because like he always puts that like work in with his pen and shit. So now that I'm thinking as you guys are talking, and like if I didn't give him that 0.2, it'd be like a tie almost to me. You know what I mean? And I think first watch, I thought I had Nitty like clear. You know, and listening back now, it's almost like Two Eyes was saying, like kind of a bit more cleaner in some areas. You know what I mean? Because thinking back, Nitty kind of. There's some gaps. There were some pauses in between. I didn't know if the crowd was going crazy with it or if it was just like they weren't getting it, or so it kind of made it look like it was a little dirty. You know what I mean? Not as when top spit as bars. It was just like he didn't care about the pauses. He didn't care about like the little spaces. He just kept going, like rank and set, punch. You know what I mean? So that's pretty close, man. Like now that I think about it, you know.
So let me ask you this then. Does it feel better second watch because we know the structure now? Like we know what he's setting up to doing his third. So does his first feel better because of that? Because I think, to me, it does.
Me,
I don't know if
That's
y'all
me.
understand what I'm trying to say.
I think you saying as far as us already knowing the third round prediction. And see, for me, I honestly listened to this battle like I didn't even know about the third on this watch. That was my angle and my thought, to listen to this without knowing the checkout line, the checkout thing, just for me to really see. And that's for me to really see what the third was about. Because when it came to the checkout, everybody knew that was the most powerful thing. And then it was almost to where it's like, did he really win that round with just that? So for me on this time, I wanted to really listen to what Rum Nitty was actually saying. Because in a way, his round was almost played all the way out to where nobody talked about it. So that's why I listened to Rum round and I listened to T-Top round without knowing what's going on. So far as me, that's how I really looked at this battle this time.
yeah,
Oh,
right. And
that's
for
why.
me,
See, that's how I know we vets. The only that because I wanted to bring that up.
nah, look, for me,
It's
I
kind of
ain't
cool
gonna.
that you did that. Like, you know what I mean, you knew to do that. You feel me? Like, now I gotta block that out so I can really listen to this shit.
Right. Hey, you hear me, Mel?
Yeah, I hear you. Right, my fault.
Look, for me, I ain't even gonna lie. Listening to his first round and his second round, it went into my mind like, oh, I see where he's going with his third round now. He's almost setting it up for the third. So I couldn't help but to think about his third while he was rapping in his first and his second. So it was a little bit different for me than I forgot to just black it all out like that. But I just was, when I was listening to it, I just thought automatically to his third. Even in his first, I'm like, oh, he's taking the gun title or the gun bar angle heavy to set it up for that third. You know what I'm saying? So he took an angle in the first and the second, kind of, oh, you're a gun bar. You know what I'm saying? Gun bar king or gun bar heavy. Everything had to do with guns. You know what I'm saying? To set it up that you're a worker though. Pretty much you work it. You can't be shooting all that guns. So that's how I was feeling. So you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about it.
Nah, that's a fact. Cause I tried to block it out, but like as I'm hearing this, like you said, like I can't help but think like, yo, it's like Math said, like
Setup.
he's really
It's like a
chopping
setup.
his legs right there.
Yeah, he's setting them up for the third. But he knew he had to play it kind of close. Like he knew he couldn't slack on the first or the second. Even though the second was kind of clear, it was no kind of. It was clear. It was clear. But T-Top did good in the second to me. He still got an 8 in the second to me. That his second round was dope to me. But Rum Nitty was just like bar overload. Like, oh my goodness, this dude just unreal. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you get that feeling, like I automatically kind of give you the round, like almost. Unless both are
Yeah, it definitely was a dope battle because I had each one of them 8 or better each one of their rounds.
each round. That's crazy. That's a classic battle.
I didn't have, you know what I mean? I had either solid 8 or a little bit better as far as each one of their rounds. So that's why it was a nice battle. That's why I said, preferable. But
Yep.
I think the second is clear and the third is clear.
Yep, and it comes down to that first. It comes down to that first, man. Definitely coming down to that first. What about the second, man? Like, everybody's saying the same thing pretty much, man. The second round was pretty clear from Rum Nitty. He went crazy. Was that one of the best Rum Nitty rounds or nah? He just always have a round like that. Like, what about Rum Nitty's second?
Yeah, I think. Go ahead. Yeah, I think it's just something about his second rounds. I don't know if because he say my second round is the best, and we just automatically cheer and react to the second round so much. But he does. Even with New Jersey Twerk, he had a dope second round. Even with K Shine, he had a dope second round. So he definitely be having them second rounds. So
I wonder do he do that purposely because look how he started. His first bar of the second round was the pitch low baritone down joint. What? Of course you're gonna get our reaction off the first. Like, wow, you just started that second round with a crazy haymaker. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he do it on purpose. Like, I'm about to pile all my crazy haymakers in this second overload. Cause I know I felt like that. I know I definitely felt like, yo, if y'all would have seen my reaction, like, that's just too much bars. What is going on here? You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. What you think, Mel? Best second round for Rum or just just classic Rum?
Uh, classic round. Shit. His rounds versus Av though, like, don't
Mmm.
like.
Mmm.
I still go back to that battle. You understand? Like, but yeah, it's like, yo, it's Rum Nitty and Parallel Universe Rock. Cause it's almost like they got the gun bars, they got the second rounds, like they're almost the same person, just doing it a little different.
Mmm. He didn't hardly miss. My man said the black top shoot him at the park. And then followed by the y'all had to tell me about the Dungeon Family. Take out Kaz Dungeon Family,
Yeah.
like you had to explain that, and then right after that the YO Melly bar, y'all explained that one to me, so he didn't miss the right upside
But what
down
about the
spot.
Devin Hester? What about that Devin Hester?
Oh yeah,
The
crazy.
bear return kickoff. Like, what the fuck? Like,
My man said right outside top spot, like an honorable mention. What?
like an honorable mention. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he was wilding.
That's crazy. Pill top and
That's how
aromatic.
that's how powerful. The third was so powerful, it just fucking erased this fucking classic second round. Like, what the fuck?
That nigga said if I try angle on top, it's gonna be the Desert Eagle. What? Come on, man. He was going too crazy in that second. He was going crazy. But like I said, TTOP was going crazy too. But he just it was just one enough. He was more consistent. You could tell he was just waiting for that third, man. Just try to hang in there for that third, and then that classic third. I like 2 hours was saying. I was listening to the third, like, okay, was it just the Walmart angle? Like, listen more deeply in it, how well structured the round was. Man, this man is like almost a genius. Like, he had so like every bar made you just a little bit more, like paying attention to it, more involved to set you up for that that last punch. It was kind of crazy. He almost like bamboozled the crowd and me, even on second watch. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, you can't appreciate shit like that on first watch. Like, you gotta watch it again and really listen to it. Like, he's almost cerebral with it.
Right, that was crazy. That was crazy. I said, dang, really, really? Like then how he
So
switched
y'all
it.
don't.
Go ahead.
Don't nobody think Rum Nitty won that third period? So don't think Rum Nitty winning that third round period? No way he could have won that.
I don't think it's a way. I was trying to give him a way too. That's the craziest part because he actually had a pretty good round. And I'm like, nah, man. Like, it's kind of crazy. The crowd anticipation from the beginning. Like, where he work at. I mean, y'all want to let y'all guess where he work at. They guessed out the beginning, and he knew they was going to guess out the beginning, right? Because he set it up, boom, to give him enough space. Like, oh, well, you already knew that. Put his coat on. And then he started going into his, like, mini schemes. Many schemes, like how Goods be doing it, saying the same thing kind of over again, and then the little tickle bars with the Hawaiian punch and the mop, the ante ups, flipping his bars. That's just all witty and crazy to me. Still setting you up, and then the self checkout. That's kind of crazy. That was dope. That was dope. Male love.
That's one of them make or break angles. You understand? Like, Nitty either gonna get stronger or he's gonna break from that one.
And then when y'all see it,
if somebody gets that angle and do it the right way after TTOP, damn, I hate to say it, but it could be.
It can get
that's
crazy.
Not one you heal from quickly.
That's a fact. This battle rap, man, it can get ugly. It can get ugly. My man Rum Nitty had his hands behind his back, laughing at every little thing. Like, he tried to deny it at the beginning of the round and made it even worse. And then he said something about that. That's why I said T-Top is just, he in tune of what's going on the stage when it's happening in the crowd. Like when it comes to crowd control and performing, like he knows what's going on that stage and what's gonna happen. He can anticipate what's gonna happen on that stage really well, really well. He knew he was gonna be like that. And man, you can deny it all you want. So then I called him up, and then now what you gonna say? Right. So now you can deny it, and he just playing the crowd. It's crazy. It's just crazy. He's too smart with it. He too smart with it. That's crowd control, bro. That joke was crazy. That was crazy, man. Salute to
Gio, how you felt about it, Gio? Nitty, your man.
No, the third was too powerful, man. Took away from everything he said, like, and even like I give him credit for like actually setting it up, like talking about debit cards and like not just saying, you know, it's not just about the checkout line. It was actually about all the Walmart scheme. It's pretty slick. It was well written, you know, like making jokes and shit. Like, oh, like he's asking you like, where's the peanut butter at? Pointing to the left, like. He didn't say that, but you know what I mean? He was just like clowning almost.
Yeah, he painted a picture with his words.
That's
like,
a fact.
When he's going back to his bars, and he's like, yeah, I looked up the Hawaiian punch.
crazy.
And then that's how he told somebody MOP, and he, like, that's crazy. Like,
Crazy.
you can visualize Nitty in a Walmart vest
That's
with
crazy.
his hat.
Yep. All day.
Down the aisle,
All
you
day.
understand? Like,
All
that's,
day.
That's stupid fire.
It's all
And
day.
man, T-Top leveled up on Rum Nitty. That's just veteran shit. That's how you close out a battle.
He showed that if you top tier and we both bring our A game, you just not gonna kill me. That's what T-Top pretty much proved to Rum Nitty. Like, you're not gonna kill me. I'm top tier. And Rum Nitty just had to prove the same thing. And as you can see, he did. He can hang. A lot of people gonna still try to give him that battle. He top tier too. But hopefully he can learn from things like this. Cause like you said, it's gonna be kind of crazy. There's other top tiers out there that could do something with that angle. T-Top usually take angles and do different things with him, but he had it first time. And no, you guys, I'm not the one who gave T-Top the information, even though I knew that Rum Nitty
Yeah, I was about to say, damn, Ray, you hit up T-Top.
No.
You knew about it.
I knew about that. I definitely knew that Rum Nitty worked at Walmart. I definitely knew that. My man hit me up. Yeah, that's a fact. My man hit me up while he was doing. And if it's not a fact, then he works. Somebody that work at a Walmart in Arizona, on the outskirts, looks exactly like you. Because my man actually approached him and was like, "Oh, you Rum Nitty?" And he tried to deny it. He tried to deny it. So then he walked up to him and showed him like, "Yo, this ain't you, like really?" And then he kind of like admitted it a little bit, kind of. He said he still could have played it. He said he kind of admitted, kind of gave him that smile, like yeah, but didn't want to talk about it still. But yeah, so we chopped it up into. He knew it was him.
As a Nitty fan, bro, like that MOP line was like classic to me. You know, it's like yeah, this is what makes. That's what makes Nitty who he is and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When T-Top said that line, I even wrote down, I was like, yo, we ain't doing that, sir. We ain't taking away from that bar. We're flipping it. And everybody's like, oh, shit, wet floor sign. I was like, damn, you just took that away?
That bar might be a 10-4.
He took out his legs, like Matt said. Matt said, yo, take out the nigga legs. Like, he took out the wet floor stopping and the legs. Like, I'm just like, shit. Left me sitting here like, damn, leave that one alone, you know? We ain't doing that, sir. Sir, please.
And it's crazy how we was listening to the battle in the third round. You was like, Rum Nitty still fire. His bars is crazy, but he's just doing the same thing. It's kind of like repetitive. And that was in T-Top's third round too. The man said he got fired because you can't. He was one dimensional. You can't do two things. He broke him down in the middle, like I said, it was different angles within the. Yeah.
Like he broke him down crazy.
Yeah. It was classic, bro. That was a crazy round. Salute to T-Top. Salute the Rum Nitty. Smack at URL at right. Battle Rap is life. We see everything. Salute to 4 O's. 4 O's. We got Mel Love in the building. We got 2 Hours in the building. We working. We working. We got my boy Gio. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to 2 Hours. Go subscribe to my boy Mel Love. Hey, get us up out of here, Mel Love. We out of here, man.
They already know, man. Follow the rankings for all custom clothing. Hit up www.2eyes.com. Shout out to Gio, all the way from Canada.
Sure.
We got 4 O's in back of the win. So we outie.
Out.
Yeah.
Peace.